Finally, humans, the update is near, and we just got some brand new leaks, including the possible release date too. But first, smash that subscribe button to win a permanent fruit of your choice, and like this video to increase your chances of winning. Now first, let's talk about the possible release date. So right now, we are almost a full month without an update. The last update was the Easter event, where the developers also confirmed they were preparing a huge new content update.
Small event, but we want you guys to have some fun while we're working on the bigger content for y'all. So stay tuned for that as well. And I can't wait for you guys to go explore and hunt for all these different eggs.
And now we're already in May, meaning it has been almost 2 months of preparation. And honestly, there is almost no way we leave May without something big happening. Either we finally get the update, or at the very least, we get a massive leak teaser, or even a brand new Blox bulletin talking about the next fruit and all the upcoming content. Now, speaking of leaks, credits to Wizard for finding this image right here. And this is actually very interesting because it looks almost identical to the old map rework teaser the developers showed a long time ago. Looking closely, I'm pretty sure this is going to be the brand new Coliseum rework. The giant tree is still there, but now the walls look way smaller, the structure looks cleaner, and there are probably a lot more hidden details we still haven't seen yet. Either Wizard somehow got early access, or this came directly from somebody connected to the developers. But that's not even the craziest part. As I mentioned before, there is also a huge chance we receive a brand new fruit in this update, because remember, the developers held a fruit contest, and the winner will most likely be added into the game. And we already know this is possible, because the same thing happened in the previous contest too. And yes, humans, we still have even more leaks about upcoming fruits. I already made a full video covering them before, but for those who missed it, I'll quickly show everything again right now. So if you've already seen that video, feel free to skip ahead. So in our latest video, we showed the new magnet fruit leaks, where Shafidev got caught sharing a photo of the magnet fruit and even dropped a hint about the current fruit he's working on, which might actually match these leaks. Alright, so let's get straight to it. Shafidev hinted at the new fruit he's currently working on, which could possibly be one of these leaks, and we actually got a closer look at what this Metal Gear's hint could mean. After that, Shafidev also ended up leaking the magnet fruit when someone spotted it, and now we even have a concept of the magnet fruit, which honestly looks amazing. I didn't make this, by the way, but this design could actually fit really well in the game. Don't you think, humans? And what's even more interesting is that we just got an even closer hint about it.
Fun while we're working on the bigger content for y'all, so stay tuned for that.
Unfortunately, there were actually no direct hints given in that video. However, that showcase dropped around March 27th, and we are currently already in May, meaning it's been almost 2 months without a real update. And as we know, we are expected to receive faster and much bigger update this 2026 after one of the admins confirmed that the Blox Fruits developers are finally back from holiday, meaning this year could actually be insane since the developers are now actively working on new content again. And honestly, it's pretty expected that we didn't get an update during April, and even until now, because they already mentioned that this upcoming update is going to be a big one.
We're working on the bigger content for y'all.
And one more thing, Uzoth also said something interesting about the possible release timing, including new information about the Venom rework itself.
The Venom fruit, it's pretty sick, I won't say, I can't say if it's a top contender to beat Dragon, but I mean, it's dope. In terms of the name, I don't think it's gonna change. I think it's gonna stay Venom, to be honest. If it was a beast fruit, then I could see it being changed to Hydra, but no, I think it's just gonna stay type of fruit.
Okay, unfortunately, I lost the footage, but he did say that the update will come soon, which is honestly funny because he also added that he knows we all hate hearing the word soon at this point. But at least this confirms that the update is already getting close, and they are definitely aware that the community has been waiting for a really long time for this huge Blox Fruits update. You heard that right? Venom is most likely about to catch up to Dragon level power, and we all know Dragon is one of the most powerful and massive fruits in the entire game. And this is where things start getting really interesting, because if Venom is actually getting a full transformation rework, there's a huge chance it might finally be able to fly without turning into that acid form, and instead transform into something way bigger, way stronger, and way more intimidating. And that's not even the craziest part. The Dark rework has already been confirmed by Admin E, which means we're not just getting one massive change, we're potentially getting multiple game-changing reworks in a single update. Imagine a completely revamped Dark fruit with new abilities, effects, and maybe even a new form. And on top of all that, don't forget about the creation rework, which has literally been sitting in the admin panel for ages now. It's been there for so long that it feels like they've been secretly preparing something huge behind the scenes. So right now, we're looking at a possible update filled with reworks, new transformations, and massive power upgrades. But here's the problem. We still have absolutely no idea when they're actually planning to release it, which makes this even more exciting and mysterious at the same time. And as I mentioned, a lot of updates to expect, that also includes the new 4th Sea. So at this point, it really comes down to two possibilities. Either this new sea is almost ready to be released, or it's still deep in development and will take a lot more time to fully finish. However, considering the fact that the developers, or more specifically the admins, already showed an image of it, that alone tells us something important. You don't usually reveal something this big unless it's either close to completion or at least stable enough to tease. This image could mean that the 4th Sea is already mostly done, and they're just polishing it, adding details, and testing everything behind the scenes. On the other hand, it could also be a preview build, something they created specifically to let the community know, yes, this is real, and yes, it's coming, even if it's not ready yet. Right now, the image only shows red, mountain-like terrain, which suggests that what we're seeing is either a base environment or just one section of the entire sea. That makes me believe there's a lot more that hasn't been revealed yet. Different islands, unique biomes, new locations, and possibly entirely new mechanics tied to this sea. When the update gets closer, I personally think we're going to receive a full cinematic trailer for the 4th Sea. Something long, detailed, and dramatic, showing every major island, the atmosphere, the scale, and maybe even some hidden features. If this really is the biggest update in Blox Fruit's history, then a long cinematic trailer would make perfect sense. So once again, if the 4th Sea is actually close to being finished, we could realistically see it drop within the next few months. But if it's still in heavy development, then we might be looking at another long wait, just like before. At this point, it's honestly impossible to say for sure. One thing is certain, though, even while we wait for the 4th Sea, we're not going to be left with nothing. We can still expect multiple major updates along the way, including Creation version 2 and other features we talked about earlier. So no matter what, Blox Fruits in 2026 is shaping up to be huge. Anyways, humans, that's pretty much it for today's 4th Sea video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe with notifications on for more Blox Fruits updates, theories, and future leaks. Thank you so much for watching, humans, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.